What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Micha'ela Monique, and that's my Kayla, like my Kayla, not your Kayla, but my Kayla. Now that we got that out the way, today I want to talk about how to not go broke during the holidays. Time of the year where we spend the most money, where we're out shopping, while we're swiping credit cards, baby, we maxing out. We're spending like crazy. And how do I know this? Because literally, this is the time of year where we spend billions. This is the time of year where companies bank on us buying the most that we ever have the entire year. I really wanted to talk about how we can do this in a way that does not make us regret in January how much money we've spent and how it's taken us further and further away from our goals. Yes, there is a way to enjoy the holidays, enjoy giving gifts to your family, enjoy good food, good experiences, but still stay within the goals that you have for yourself financially. So the first tip that I have is to create a holiday budget. This is gonna be a budget outside of your regular budget. So within your regular budget, you're gonna have to sit down and figure out how much you're actually comfortable spending on the holidays. For example, if you have $300 that you know that you have outside of your paycheck, then that's what you have. And you have to figure out how to work with it within your means. So for example, you have to decide if you're gonna be spending that money on, what's going to be making you the most happy. Is it going to be decorating your house, putting up lights, putting up a Christmas tree so that your family, maybe even your kids, can have a really festive feeling home during the holidays? Or is it going to be more so buying gifts and things of that sort? You have to decide what's going to be more important to you and if you want to just split those things 50-50. For example, when it comes to gift giving, it's important to outline how much you want to spend for every single person that you're going to be buying a gift for. I think the biggest issue that we have a lot of times when gift giving is like not setting those expectations and sticking to it. Sometimes what happens during the holidays, because it's happened to me, is, for example, I will spend a certain amount of money on a gift, and then the other person will give me a gift that's like maybe 3 times as expensive as the one that I got. So then now I feel bad because I didn't spend as much money, and then now I feel like I gotta go out and go buy another gift when that's not really the case. Somebody else's budget and somebody else's pockets is literally none of your business. Like, you don't know how much money someone has. You don't know if they've been saving up money every single paycheck so that they can be able to afford to give a more lavish or more expensive gift. And then also lastly, you don't know where people get their money from. So it's also not our business to really care and to try to figure out where someone's getting their money from and how they're able to afford things that we presently are not paying for. That also leads me into my second tip, which is actually going to be to set expectations with your friends and family. Now, this is something that I started implementing a few years ago when I just realized that I was going crazy during the holidays. I would really save up money and be super smart, and then I would pretty much blow it during the holidays. So I decided to have conversations with the people around me, and I'm definitely the type of friend to be like, hey girl, I got a budget this year. I'm not planning on spending more than $50. Do what you will with that information, but I want to tell you as a friend, this is my limit, and so this is what I'm going to be doing for you. And if that person is your real friend, if that person really cares about you and they understand that the mission that you're on, maybe you're on a debt-free journey. Maybe you're in the process of saving up for your wedding. Maybe you're in the process of saving up for a house. You are really focused on your financial goals. And so if that person really cares about you, then they're going to be like, okay, girl, like, I'm going to match that, or, I'm aware of that. And if I decide to get you something else more, then that's on me. But at least you've had that conversation. There's a lot of pressure during the holidays as far as like gift giving, and sometimes it can turn into a competition. It can get really messy. Really good to have those conversations. And honestly, I just feel like if you're unable to have the conversations with the people that you're going to be spending so much money and thought and everything into giving them a gift, maybe this is not the person that you really need to be buying a gift for. That's another part that I have, is really trying to figure out who, because we have friends, we have family, we have associates, we have people that we cool with. Not everybody can get a gift unless everybody just gets something super small. So you really have to figure out who is most important to you and things of that sort. And don't feel so pressured necessarily to try to do for everybody. The next thing I want to talk about is not doing everything by yourself. So for example, this holiday season, prices are going up, inflation is on the rise. grocery stores are going crazy. Previously, if you had been able to host everybody for Thanksgiving and pay for everything and just tell everybody to bring themselves and you could foot the bill, maybe this is not the year for you to do that. And it's okay for you to tell your family and tell your friends, hey, I'm going to go ahead and make this, this, and this. If you can make this, or if you can bring a side, if you can bring a dessert, like every little bit helps. Closed mouths do not get fed. Like you have to be the one to speak up and to say something. The other alternative is you trying to make fetch happen when there's nothing, like it can't happen. And honestly, sometimes it takes the person who's stepping up and saying, okay, girl, like inflation has been kicking my butt. I got $100 I can put towards Thanksgiving. That's my limit. Like the other person might say, okay, girl, like inflation is kicking my butt too. Like, okay, I'm so glad you said that. Like, how about we all just bring a couple of things and then we have us a nice Thanksgiving dinner? Have those conversations, to not be afraid. Break things up amongst yourself and your family and friends if that's what's needed for you in this season. Everybody's season is different, like I said, but you have to know and you have to stand firm and be confident in what it is that you're doing and what you're able to do within your budget. Okay, so the next tip that I have is a gym. I discovered this gym a few years ago. Let me tell you my theory. So, we buy gifts and we wrap them, things of that sort. And I started thinking, like, at the end of the day, we can wrap our gifts, and then when the person unwraps it, the gift wrap is going in the trash. So I started trying to figure out, why are we spending $7 to $10 on gift wrapping and things of that sort when we can go to the Dollar Tree? The dollar store has so much stuff for temporary, right? Like party favors and things that you're going to use one time. And how I feel is, if it's going in the trash, like after the gift is open, I don't understand why we'll be spending 2, 3, 4 times as much for the exact same item when we can go somewhere else and spend a lot less money. So that's one thing that I implemented, and it really does help as far as working within your budget and things of that sort. So don't be afraid to get creative and go to other places outside the box to be able to buy your gift wrapping and things of that sort. Okay, so the last tip that I have for you, and it's a little bit unconventional, is to rewrap an unused gift. Now, I know there's probably something in your closet, maybe over last year or the year before, that you were gifted for whatever reason you have not used. You haven't even thought about it. You've looked over it. You've had the option to use it, the option to wear it, and you decided that you don't want to. I'm a firm believer in one man's trash is another man's treasure. So if you have something that you're not using, like, don't be afraid to think about who in your family or friend circle would actually love that thing, like cherish it so much more. So instead of breaking the bank, instead of buying something else that you may not need or that might not be in your budget, I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to find something very valuable within your home and within your belongings that you can give to the people that you love. Now, this video wasn't to shame anyone or to convince anyone that they shouldn't be spending money during the holidays. It was more so for a purpose of teaching how to be intentional during the holidays, how to stay on track with your goals, but still participate in everything that you want to do for them. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a comment down below. Let me know which one of these you're going to be implementing and what your thoughts are. Thumbs up this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Rise and shine